This episode of Genius Digital Marketing is all about speed to lead. If you don't know what speed to lead is or means, it is the single most important component of lead generation for sales teams. I'm going to go through the 3 reasons why and techniques all along the way to ensure that after a lead has been generated, a sales rep is able to first and foremost get in contact with a lead, have a great conversation, and then move that lead down the pipeline. All right, the first element of speed to lead that I want to talk about is auto assignment of leads in real time. This is huge. So many sales organizations still rely on a human being to look at a lead, think about it, and then give it away to a sales rep. In the old days, we would get a lead, it would get printed off on a piece of paper, we'd take that piece of paper and we'd walk over to whatever sales rep we thought was doing the best job and we'd put it on their desk. Those days are dead. That type of thinking will absolutely kill a sales organization. Specifically, when I talk about auto-assigning leads, it needs to be based on rules. So there are many different types of lead distribution systems. The one that I recommend is absolutely HubSpot. And these here's kind of the 3 most important things you need to know about the auto-assignment of leads based on rules. A resource, a downloaded resource, some type of a trial or a limited time opportunity, and a demo or consultation request. Those are 3 very much different types of leads. These should go to different people with different skill sets and different personalities. It's really important. By making these small modifications to who gets leads, it can have a huge effect on your bottom line. All right, the second component of the auto assignment of leads in real time is to auto send an email and a text message. This is huge. This is especially important if you are generating leads on social media, in which it's almost always a cell phone that you're going to be calling a person back on. All right, so what do I mean? So I, Jeremy Koenig, am on Facebook or on Instagram. I click a link, I go to the form, all my information populates, I hit submit to get that thing. In real time, that form submission needs to push into the system that's going to distribute the lead. But at the same time, that form submission needs to trigger an automation inside of marketing automation software that sends that customer to that phone number a text message and sends an email to that email address. All that email needs to say is, thank you so much for doing the thing. A representative from company name will be following up with you as quickly as possible during regular business hours. If you can, it's even better to put a phone number there, because if you let someone know that they're going to receive a call from a number that's not in their contact book, they're much more likely to pick it up. Often, they'll actually even look at the number that you say, if you'd like to get support now, please call this number, and they'll just call that number and you'll get a bunch more inbound calls, which every sales guy knows that's the best lead there is. All right. The second key, essential, huge, most important tip that I'm going to give you across all these Genius Digital Marketing videos, this is it. Leads, inbound leads have to be followed up with within 5 minutes. This is really hard to do. This is the number 1 challenge of all sales teams, but it's essential. If you can call a lead back that does one of these things within 5 minutes, you're 10 times more likely to get in contact with a lead, which is the single most important part of following up. A couple evidences of this. At a previous company that I worked at, all we did was we shifted when leads were coming in to just regular, when people were sitting in their chairs and we knew they had to call people back right away. Same leads, same people. And when our sales reps started calling people back in real time, they immediately all came parading into my office saying, "Oh my gosh, Jeremy, these are the most amazing leads ever. What did you do? These people are so much more qualified. They're so much more ready to buy. I'm scheduling all these appointments. I'm reaching my quotas. What'd you do?" And all we did was make sure that they were getting called back in 5 minutes. Same exact people, same exact leads. A key component of this 5-minute follow-up is that you call back from a non-800 number. The days of businesses calling back from an 888 or an 800 or an 866 and that seeming more professional, those days are over. I would recommend sending from the area code where your business is. So we are in Thousand Oaks, California. Our sales reps should be calling back from an 805 number. I'm not a huge fan of trying to trick people with the area code matching. You can do that. There's some regulations and laws about how you could do that with dialers. But usually if you just send from a regular phone number, especially if you send this text message letting them know that you're going to call, there's a really, really good chance you're going to connect with them. And then when you do connect with them, often they're still going to be looking at the resource they downloaded and or that trial that they requested or that demo that they want is fresh in their brain. And now the discussion that you have is a great discussion. Makes all the difference in the world. I'm going to say it one more time. It's the only thing I'm going to underline in blue in any video ever. 5-minute speed to lead, that's the goal. This came out in a Harvard study. It was a huge deal. You can look it up. As you go from 5 minutes to 15 minutes to 30 minutes to 60 minutes, the drop-off rate is relatively linear. And then after an hour, it falls off a cliff. That lead might as well not exist. So to all of you sales organizations out there that are just flippantly collecting leads and handing them out and letting them sit, you're killing yourself. You're killing your performance. All right, number 3. When you are following up, often you won't get a hold of the person the first time. And so every sales rep in every different type of industry, you kind of got to figure out what works best for you. But I'm going to give you a general template of what I recommend from different industries. And again, I believe that the most important part is calling them fast. But also, you don't want to pester them. You want to call them back in a way that is elegant. So that the text messages that you send, the emails that you send, the scripts that you use on your voicemails, they really all should be seamless and elegant. And the most important thing is that your tone is helpful, and that your language is personalized. All right, call schedule. So you get a lead within 5 minutes, call them if you can. If you don't get a hold of them, don't leave a voicemail. Call them back in an hour. A lot of the times people will pick the phone up the second time. It's pretty amazing. If you don't get a hold of them on that second call, day 1, leave them a voicemail. Day 2, I'd recommend only calling them once and leaving a voicemail and sending an email. Day 4, call them, don't leave a voicemail, don't send an email. And then day 7, if you still haven't been able to get a hold of them and you've contacted them a minimum of 5 times, and again, this is a little different in every industry, I would recommend kind of leaving a fun, pithy voicemail about how you really tried, you'd love to talk, and then make sure you leave your clear and concise information so that they can call you back, email you back, text message you back. One quick mention about text messaging. If you don't want to have a sales rep text them back from their cell phones, first I'll just mention they're going to do it anyway. But if you want to have a formal process, I would recommend using a Google Voice account. You can actually text message from a Google Voice number that can go directly to the lead, and then the lead can text back, and it'll show up on your sales rep's computer in their Google or within the Google app on a smartphone. All right. In conclusion, in this most important Genius Digital Marketing video, speed to lead is the number 1 challenge your sales team will face, and it's the single most important part of lead generation when it comes to sales and ROI. Thanks for listening. Look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Please reach out to me personally, and a member of my team will follow up, and we'll put together a custom strategy for your marketing and sales teams. Thank you. Have a great day.